This is a peculiar one for me. This is gonna be edited out anyway. Okay. Go on to my list. Right. This is the second video in a series of videos about me replaying through the Halo games for the first time since I was a kid. You will have, hopefully, you will have seen the Halo Reach one. If you haven't, I will link it in the description. It's the first game chronologically, it's the first one I played. That video is scripted. This one is not. This one is me. I'm reading through some bullet points I've made, and I'm just gonna sort of wing it off of those topics. Combat Evolved really had less that I was interested in. It wasn't as, it was great. It's an amazing first game in the Halo series. The fact that they made that game in 2001, granted I played the anniversary edition, but it's only on the Master Chief Collection. I only did that because I preferred the graphics, but the fact that that game and the features in that game were available for, 2001 when it was made, it's beautiful. I love the game, it's great. It's just no Reach. But this isn't a video about Reach, it's a video about Combat Evolved, so let's go into my points. First thing, I mentioned this in the other video, I am refusing to do any research on any of this shit. So if anything I say is wrong, I'll correct it in a later video when I find out it's wrong. I'll look back at all these notes before playing the next game anyway. I'm also recording the voiceover for this video was on a dog walk. So if the acoustics are shit, the audio is worse than the Halo Reach one. You know why? Because that one is being recorded actually, at home in my setup. All of my stuff is recorded on my phone voice-wise anyway, but just want to give the pre-warning if I'm out of breath and everything. That's just I'm walking the dog. Right. There we go. Right. Yeah. This is my first time ever beating Combat Evolved. I played a couple missions as a kid on my friend's older brother's Xbox. But this is my first time. My first time playing for a couple of the games. Mostly it's me replaying the games, but this is a first time. So, my initial thoughts from Combat Evolved were very mixed bag. On one hand, I love how OP the Magnum is and the battle rifle is in this game. I love how the guns feel. The story is shockingly depth for a game of this age. The voice acting, shockingly good. I did choose classic music and classic voice acting. Obviously, it was just the graphics I wanted upgraded. But it was really fun. I wasn't expecting this from Combat Evolved either. I wasn't expecting a genuine, good story experience, good gameplay experience. I was kind of expecting, when you play an older game, you're kind of expecting it to be a little bit close to how good the original is. Well, what your original is, because I grew up on Reach in Halo 4, so, I'm coming from quite a advanced point in the Halo series. I think Reach is the last, genuinely good Halo game they made. Yeah, sorry. I'm up with an R in a lot of this one, aren't I? Let me think. I know this is more of a Reach commentary than a Combat Evolved commentary, but I really enjoyed how Halo Reach, just where it ends, and it directly goes into the beginning of Combat Evolved. The introduction of Master Chief, his first introduction, was amazing. This is what my mother said about it. I loved meeting Master Chief first time, seeing how people met him for the first time. His voice, his lines, he's so iconic. Meeting characters from Reach again as well, seeing Keys, seeing seeing Master Chief in his first iteration is good. Seeing Captain Keys, the Autumn, all of that. Seeing that again was really beautiful. Granted, knowing how the game ends now, recording this after beating the game, I will say, it's a sad but beautiful tale, really. I love it. Master Chief doing everything. I'm sure I shouldn't be going over the entire story now, but I think I can, really. I really love it. I hated the Flood. I loved the betrayals. The story wasn't complex. It wasn't hard to grasp. It wasn't a big, intense military tale. But what it was fun. What it was a good story. What it was an amazing starting point for a series that I so deeply love and so passionately care about. I love Halo. It was such a pivotal part of my childhood, and seeing where the game series that really started off my passion for story games was really, really beautiful. The game was genuinely hard. I know like Halo's always had like its thing for being hard, but I played the game on normal difficulty and it genuinely struggled with some of the missions. I mean, I'm not great at Halo. You'll see by my gameplay in the background of this. I'm not amazing at the Halo games, but you know, I was expecting something in similar difficulty to Reach, which I don't think is very difficult. I'm playing all the games on normal difficulty purely just because, you know, I'm replaying for the first time in years, and I haven't actually played a shooter game since 2021, and that was Fortnite, so it's not exactly the same sort of shtick, you know. I mean, I played a bit of Arc Raiders, but I don't really count that as a shooter game. I'm gooping in that game. I'm not really shooting. So it was genuinely fun. It was really good. I liked that. This is a weird thing to like. I kind of liked the lack of guns, although you know it's missing some quality of life features I'd prefer, like coming straight out of Reach with the armor abilities and no longer having sprint. I know sprint is a contentious thing in the Halo fandom, but surely we can all agree that a campaign without sprint is so long. I hate it. I'm really looking forward to the remake of Combat Evolved, purely for the sprint mechanic that they're bringing into it. I think sprint is probably what makes Halo campaigns super playable. I don't really care too much that it's not there. I mean, Halo 2 feels a little bit faster, but yet again, this is a Halo Combat Evolved video, so I shan't get distracted with the other games. But no, I mean, the final mission took me quite a long time to beat. I mean, up until the last 3 missions, I reckon I played for 3 days, beat everything with relative ease, you know, a couple of deaths, a couple of retries. The last 3 missions, I want to say, were like genuinely quite hard. I genuinely had to like think, I had to try, I had to play the game. I wasn't just like, you know, just chilling. Well, it was quite fun. Also, I mean, it was my first time playing games on a keyboard and mouse instead of using a controller, because my PC wouldn't let my PlayStation controller work on my Game Pass. I'm assuming that's like an Xbox thing. I mean, it might be a fix, I don't really know. But, there you go. Oh, do you know what? Almost forgot. I mean, I'm reading from my notes, but I'm not actually going in order. I'm sort of looking at them and going, which things I like the look of. The Covenant talking. As someone who started playing Halo in Halo Reach, and then as a kid, I'm pretty sure I only played half of 3, the entirety of 4, and Reach, and then a bit of 5 at one of my friends' houses, but I've never like really played 5. The Covenant talking was really strange and new to me. I wasn't expecting it, and my first time I heard it, I cackled laughing, and my missus was like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "The Covenant are talking." No clue what I was talking about, but I knew, and I found it really funny. I'm really enjoying Halo 2 as well with the Covenant talking. They're just goofy guys, aren't they? It's quite good. The game, I know this is quite scattered, and this is actually definitely going to be worse than the other one, but the game is so much more beautiful than I would have ever have imagined. Like when you first land on Halo and you get off of your... Well, not when you first land. When you land on the beach in Halo, when you get off the Pelican, and you can see the band coming around you from the seaside, and you can sort of like feel the majesty and the beauty of Halo, this ring, this planet, this artificial environment, and it's beautiful. I love it. Cortana is great in this game. I mean, the entire world of Halo is so beautiful. Even once you go inside of Halo and you're going around the temples and then you're in the frosty caves area, it is beautiful. The fact that they made such a beautiful world is so amazing, and I love it. It was great. The twists and turns and the flood. The flood is the worst part of the game. I hate the flood. I'm sure most people hate the flood. I don't really know. I haven't looked at anyone else's opinions on the games, but yeah, the flood suck. I hate them. The bad. You know, the flood are horrible. Sorry about that. I'm just having a sip of water. The flood, yeah, genuinely were the worst part of the game. But a little shotgun to the head was quite cool. This game had a very different approach to my weapons than I did in Reach. In Reach, I was very ranged, very stealthy, very trying to, you know, be far away. But in this game, I was basically always blazing and gunning with my shotgun, shooting the fuck out of floods or kill. There will be 0 flood footage in this video, by the way, because this is obviously backing track that I pre-recorded, so I already know this. There's no flood footage. I don't want to fight the flood again if I'm being super honest. But yeah, no, I mean the reveal that the protocol to kill the flood was to kill all living beings was actually really cool, and the pressure that it puts on you to destroy things and to, you know, get things going was really nice. But I love how the game, despite having this sort of like hopelessness feeling throughout, a bit like Reach, the game still has hope. You still have hope that humanity will survive, that you will make it out of this, and I really like that feeling. I like the emotions the game pushes onto you, and I mean, even just the memories of playing the game. I know I've never played it before, but playing through Combat Evolved was really what got me thinking about my childhood with Halo and my friends, and how much I'm looking forward to things like when this remake comes out. Despite the fact that me and my little brother are on different platforms, we'll be able to play Halo together, and it'll be the first time we played Halo together since he was what, 4 or 5. I got to play him real young, and I'm going to buy the remake of this for the reason which I enjoyed Combat Evolved, despite the fact that, you know, it wasn't the best, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't Reach. I enjoyed it so much that the campaign especially, I loved the campaign, that when this remake comes out, I'm going to buy it for me and my younger brother, and we're going to play it together, and hopefully I can make a video on that, you know, saying, making my little brother play the remake of the first ever Halo game. You know, it would be fun. It is really, it's beautiful, the majesty of Halo, and I mean, I think a great line from Halo 2 that sums it up is, "Were you blinded by the majesty of Halo?" Yes, I was. I was blinded by the majesty of Halo. I was taken aback. When I first loaded in, I spent maybe 15, 20 minutes just looking at the atmosphere, looking at the planet, looking around, you know, looking at the guns, and despite the fact that it doesn't look amazing, this is Anniversary Edition, the fact that, and I switched the original graphics at some point in the original just to see what it looked like, the fact that that game looked that beautiful in 2000, for a 2001 game, the game played so well, the story was so nice, it all being so beautiful, how it is, was so mystifying and magical and deeply passionate and beautiful. I really did love it, and I wasn't expecting to love Combat Evolved. I was expecting to play Combat Evolved and just sort of be like, well, this is Combat Evolved ticked off the list, I don't have to play it yet. But I found myself going, I love this, to a point that actually Combat Evolved is the only online of the 2 games I've played so far. I'm not playing any multiplayer in my spare time unless I've already beat the game story for these videos. It's the only one I've actually gone back to and I've played for non-video purposes. I've been playing a lot of Capture the Flag, a lot of King of the Hill, a lot of free-falls on Combat Evolved, because despite the fact there's not a lot of people playing it, people who are playing it are pretty good, and it's pretty fun. I mean, learning the gunplay on a better level, learning which guns are and aren't good against real people instead of Covenant and Flood, it is so enjoyable. I really do. I mean, I really did love it, which I wasn't expecting. Like, I love Reach. I loved Reach before making these videos. I loved Reach before knowing I was going to play through Halo again. I always known I've loved Halo Reach, but I didn't know I was going to love Combat Evolved. But I do. I mean, Combat Evolved has reignited a love and a passion for Halo and story games and video games that I haven't had for a really long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love video games, I love story games, I've beat a couple in recent years, but I've found myself in a rut in the last couple of years where I've maybe beat 1 or 2 games since 2022, maybe even 2023, the past 3-4 years, where I haven't beat any games bar from 2, just because I haven't been able to get into them, I haven't been able to get sunk in. But these Halo games, I mean, I beat 2 in the span of a week. I'm halfway through a third. It's reignited a passion in playing through Combat Evolved after playing through Reach, because Reach was easy to play through. Combat Evolved had some bits where I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to continue this. Playing through it, beating it, has given me the motivation to beat more games, just to get through my backlog with my Halo games, and then to get through my backlog of other games, and to try out other games that I loved as a kid, and try them out again now. You know, like, I haven't properly played a Minecraft survival world since I was... I don't know, since like 2020, since 2019, you know, since I was substantially younger. It's changed so much playing for these games. Halo, and it's only Combat Evolved. Combat Evolved has done this for me. Combat Evolved has reignite a passion for gaming that I didn't think was going to get reignite, and I didn't think it'd ever be reignite. Ignite? I don't know if ignite or ignited maybe is the correct term, but anyway, by a game so old, by a game I've never played before, by a game I have no nostalgia for. Reach was going to be beat. Reach was going to be easy. I'm nostalgic. I grew up playing it. If I was to have not enjoyed Reach, if I was to not have, you know, wanted to play Reach, it would have been crazy. Because I'm playing a game that I have a lot of deep nostalgia for. But Combat Evolved has really changed things for me, and it's made me excited to play through Halo 2, which is a game I've never played before. I've never had any interest in. This game gets a lot of stick. Combat Evolved, I get it, because it's not the best. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not the best. It is the oldest Halo game I have ever played, but it's got me looking forward, and it's got me excited. Yeah, it's got me for better times, for better things. I'm really looking forward to it. I love how, yeah, it's more of a Halo 2 thing, but I love how perfectly its story goes into Halo 2's, you know, Halo, and this is really scrambled, I'm not talking about anything in order, this is great for me, where, you know, the game ends with Halo being blown up by Master Chief. He's finally given humanity another hope, and then it cuts the next game, and it's him getting a reward, and him not wanting the credit. It really shows how Master Chief is such a, I guess, like a humble guy. The lazy way Master Chief is great. I really loved how beautiful and passionate this game was, and how, despite its age, I mean, it conveyed emotions. I know I'm saying a lot of the same points over and over again, but it really, it did convey a lot to me. I really enjoyed it. It was beautiful. It was expansive. It was, you know, it was stressful at times. It was so, especially for a game of its age, it was so perfect. Then the true, like, points that genuinely got me emotional, like Captain Keyes dying and Master Chief, you know, having to get the key, or to get his Neuralink to blow up the Autumn, was so, you know, was so big to me, especially coming straight from Reach, and knowing that in Reach, Noble Team sacrificed everything to get Cortana to Keyes. Keyes sacrificed everything to get Cortana to Master Chief, and then Keyes was doing his job by trying to stay with his ship, by trying to keep his people alive, trying to save humanity. In turn, lost control, lost, you know, his sanity. He tried so long to keep himself alive, and just as Master Chief gets done and is about to save him, he loses it and becomes one with the flood. And it genuinely, it was beautiful and emotional, and I wasn't expecting that sort of story to come out of a Halo game this old. You know, it just wasn't. It wasn't expected by me. It never would have been. You know, having the beauty and the majesty of this game, and it's not just, you know, the story. It's not just the emotion. It's not just the characters, but also the world. And I know I spoke about it, but watching Halo blow up and seeing the rings fly towards, you know, the first segment of the thing fly towards other parts of it and blowing up and destroying it was so amazing. And, you know, how Master Chief was so confident and calm with it was so beautifully mystifying. The game really had changed how I'm thinking about the Halo games, how I'm going into it. Knowing that is where the first Halo game started, puts the rest of this series into perspective, I think, but a lot of it into thought. I know this video is very scattered and I'm talking about things in a really weird order and I'm going over things more than once. Well, this is my ADHD way of doing a retrospective. This is just the way my retrospective works for my neurodivergence. This is what I'm talking about this, and the game as well is so well catered to being played with tools that I use to help me keep concentrated with my neurodivergence. It was it's changed completely how I think about the Halo series, how I think about these games going forward. I mean, I'm coming into them now not with playing the stories segmented years apart, but I'm playing the stories back to back, playing through Reach and then playing through Combat Evolved, and the stories being so intrinsically tied. And then as soon as I start the story of Fleck being so tied to Combat Evolved, I never really realised as a kid how connected of a series Halo was, only playing Reach and 4, but it's clear to me now that this is a connected series. The stories are one. I for years kind of assumed that Halo was an anthology series, I assumed that Halo was, you know, games with the same. Well, not an anthology series, but it's closer to an anthology than it was to a story game. Story games back to back. The campaign was never the main focus as a kid. As a kid, the main focus was always multiplayer, as I think it was for most of us. It was we'd play with our friends, and we really clocked the story. We played the campaign just so we could learn the gunplay, and that was it. But the game has a campaign, and the campaign is important. The campaign is part of the history. The campaign is part of the game. And the fact that this game was never originally intended to have a campaign, the fact that Combat Evolved originally was meant to be a multiplayer only game and they decided to make a campaign is beautiful, because that campaign is beautiful, and it started, something great for I'm sure loads of people had their love for Halo started by it, and this game, it reignited my love and my want to play the other Halo games that aren't games I played as a kid. So my original plan for this sort of, I want to say series, I know this is very different from me, my normal content, especially if you've watched any of my normal content, and it's, I'm usually vlogging my dog walks and talk about my medical marijuana, but it's really reignited a passion and a love, and this game's got me so much more interested. The series was going to be, and I've already said this, I'm going back onto it, the series was meant to be just me replaying through Halo Reach, Halo 4, and I think the first part of Halo 3, I think I played through Halo 3, me beating Halo 3 and then replaying through Reach and 4, the games that I did play as a kid, the games I played a lot of as a kid, the campaigns I played, but then, I gave Combat Evolved a chance, and it really did. It changed my views on the Halo series. It's changed my wants from, this series, my goal from playing these games. It's done so much in such a beautiful way. And then going on and playing that online, granted not with my friends, because, we're all old, we've got different things going on in our lives. But playing the online, fighting other people, knowing that there are other people out there who played Combat Evolved and went, this game is worth my time. It is so beautiful that the fact, even now, there are people who are playing it online, even now, someone who has got no ties to this game is older than me, is able to play it and go, I love this. This makes me want to learn more and play more of the games in a series that I loved growing up. I'm 21 this year, and playing through this 25-year-old game was just beautiful. I wasn't even conceived when it came out. I was 4. Well, I was 4 when I first played Halo in 2009. It was, rode around warthogs and Forge with, I think, my mum's boyfriend or my cousin, I don't know which. All I know is that my cousin is one who truly got me into Halo, and playing through this game really got me thinking about that, and as a kid, playing Halo with my cousin properly for the first time, learning how to play and all that, and to think that someone else had that experience of Combat Evolved, and that I, hopefully, am going to be able to give my little brother the same experience with Campaign Evolved, doing the school challenges together, playing on the hardest difficulty, all that sort of stuff that I'm going to be able to do now, and I'm gonna do. And I could get him to play the games I played growing up or any of that, but then I'm not trying to give him a love of Halo. I'm not trying to show him a series I'm love. I'm trying to make him love the exact same game I loved when I was his age, which isn't how this works. So I was his age, I was younger than him, but he's 14, he loves Titanfall 2, which is great, but Titanfall 2 is a game I got him into because I loved the game. I guess to a degree that's kind of what I'm doing with Combat Evolved when its remake comes out, but I feel like it's a very different situation. I'm introducing him to a game that I had no history with and have developed a love with since, and a game that when we played together, I will never have played before. I will never have played the remake before. I've just played the original. Despite the fact that I love it, despite the fact that this has really opened my eyes and changed my views on the Halo series as a whole, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. There's just been a lot of rambling, and just think about the history of this game and what it started and how it changed online gaming forever, how the campaign has made me feel emotion that I didn't think I was going to feel from a game this old. I didn't think I was going to feel from any of these games. Like, I knew Reach was going to bring back emotion. I didn't think a game that I had never played before was going to bring me emotion. I don't really get emotion over games nowadays, but it did. It really did. It really made me think, put things into perspective. I'm going to be a dad this year, and the fact that I can get enjoyment out of something like this, and playing for the Halo series makes me think about how hopefully my child will want to ride around the forge with me and have gunfights with dad and stuff like I wanted to do with my mum's boyfriends. I really hope that my child gets to experience that, feel that. And now that I'm playing for the games again, I've had this love reborn. I'm going to really try to get my child to play these games with me. And maybe, you know, it's not appropriate to let your 4-year-old, 5-year-old play Halo or to do stuff like that, but we all did it when we were kids and we all turned out fine. So I think it's fair I give my kid the same leisures and pleasures we had as kids playing these games. It might be niche, it might be different, it might not be what is expected. It is fun. So I'm just opening a gate for the dog. It is fun, it is great, it's something I have fallen in love with, and I think will continue to love for many more years, and it's got me hopeful, it's got me looking forward to playing through more. So with all of that being said, I don't know what this video is. I don't know if I can call this a retrospective or a first impressions or a, you know, a look into this, but that was my experience of Combat Evolved. That's how Combat Evolved made me feel. That's how Combat Evolved has made me think. This is what Combat Evolved has made me do differently. For that I thank it. For that I look at it with a lot of, what's the word? I look over this game fondly now, which is something I didn't think I was going to feel towards it. It's got me looking forward to playing 2. It kind of what gave me the inkling to make these videos. You know, I mean, on the games that I haven't played before. It's beautiful and I love it, and I hope other people experience this game. They might not feel the same way I do. You know, I don't know if my opinion is the same as the masses. As I said, I haven't really done any research and I refuse to, but it's a beautiful game. It deserves time, it deserves love, it deserves people to know about it and to play it and to experience something that is so pivotal to the history of Halo, and it's also pivotal to rebirthing a passion and a series that we all love. If you're watching a Halo video, you love Halo. You know, I mean, it's a series you love, you should play it if you haven't. It's amazing. The campaign is great. You get to see Master Chief for the first time. The story, it's all so beautiful. And with that, I want to say thank you for watching this person with ADHD ramble about a game and a series that he loves. Thank you for watching this one. If this is worse quality than the Halo Reach one, then we want to comment about it. Let's do that, yeah? Let's comment if this is worse quality than Halo Reach one. Go, we prefer it when you script the videos. It was nice just looking at my list of bullet points and rambling about something I love. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I enjoyed playing Halo Combat Evolved, as much as I enjoyed recording this voiceover on this walk, as much as I enjoyed recording the footage of this video, and as much as I enjoyed editing this video. And with that, Scooby-Dooby Hunter is out. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! I still hate that I'm doing that, but it's kind of fun, it's stuck.